Hey everyone, it's Mark here, and I am helping Rachel Rofe with the running of her launch. So I've just got a few items on screen so that you get an idea of the kind of stuff that people sell on the internet these days that are doing really well with her program. You're seeing a bunch of coffee mugs here with designs and so forth on them. Not every design has graphics on it, but certainly some do. For Rachel, like some of her stuff that sells, though, some of it's t-shirts, some of it's coffee mugs. There's a lot of different product types. Okay, we've got a doormat there. There's hoodies. There's candles. There's all sorts of stuff, and they take about 5 minutes each to set up. Now, you might look at this and say, "Hey, look." That looks like it takes longer than 5 minutes, even if you knew what the quote was. But the fact is, the very first design there might take 20 minutes, and then after that, they're really fast. You just drag and drop. Instead of pugs, you might make it something like Rottweilers or Weimaraners or another breed of dog, Golden Retrievers, and put 2 words on there, and then you just put the silhouettes of those, drag, drop, and you're done. And then you replicate that across to t-shirts. You replicate that across to maybe a picture frame or something like that, and they end up averaging out about 5 minutes each. And anyway, the students have been having mind-blowing success. They're doing really well. It's a fantastic program, and it's not just teaching stuff though. I mean, I just want you to know though that students have had great success. All right, so that's fantastic. This student here, one of the top ones, Sherry, 53,000 sales on Etsy alone, and that's not even counting Amazon sales. We've got people that are having some pretty phenomenal levels of success. It's a good program, but what makes this different? They also get access to AI software, a lot of AI tools. You got your keyword tools that generate things like your Etsy tags and stuff like that. So the Etsy tags takes like 2 seconds. Your content tools, you got image tools. They're not always necessary to use, but they're just certainly very, very handy, because when I say they're not always necessary, a lot of people's successful products don't even have an image on them at all. But for those that want them, we not only give them images that they can use, we also show them how to generate their own with AI, and we have tools using AI that actually generate the prompts for them for those images. We've got perhaps the most useful of the tools are these content tools. Like, it can generate the eBay description, their product description, their Amazon description. We've got an email writer, so let's say they want to run a special to their list of past customers, or they want to just write an email, custom email that tells them when their item's going to be shipped to them, that thank you email or anything like that. This or an abandoned cart email or something like that. This email writer, in fact, let's do one. Please write me an email that I can send to people if they enter their name and email for a t-shirt purchase but don't complete the cart for some reason. My name is Jack Brown. My email is support@jacksgreattops.com. I just made that up. All right, they just do that. Hit submit. It's going to write it for them. And look, it's given a few subject line ideas. It's gone ahead and written some email content. It's put it in markdown format in case you're wondering about those things. We show the students how that works, or they can just delete that out, but that's basically saying that it's bold. Here we go. Complete your t-shirt order now and save 20%. Look, they're offering a 20% discount. You could delete that if you didn't want that, but the idea is that it has gone ahead and just written an email to make it nice and easy and for the student, and they can keep the idea behind it or delete it and say, I do not wish to offer a discount, and then press submit again, get another email. They could be writing a content email. They could say, please write me an email, 5 tips for cyclists. Let's say they're selling stuff to cycling enthusiasts. 5 tips for cycling faster in as little as 4 weeks. And then bam, it'll write that email. It's pretty amazing what it does. And We've got things like funny sayings, phrase ideas. These are things that go on mugs. Funny messages, like I could say subject. Let's say dad. So it's for Father's Day or something. Who's it from? Your favorite. Okay, and I'll hit submit. I used American spelling there. The reason why this will be a longer type message, by the way, but some of these mugs and t-shirts and stuff that Rachel's been selling have got these really long messages on them, and they sell. Some of them top selling mugs have, let me bring them up, have messages like this, like, "Dear girlfriend, thanks for being my girlfriend. If I had a different girlfriend, I would punch her in the face and go find you. Love, boyfriend." $48,000. I know that's revenue, so we're talking about 20,000, maybe 18,000 in profit. That's still very, very good. That's just one mug, and this is another one, almost the same, except it's got mom in there. "Dear mom, thanks for being my mom. If I had a different mom, I would punch her in the face and go find you. Love, your favorite." Bang. So these tools, though, if I go back to the tool, let's see what it's done. It's making it up. And by the way, they still get taught to go check, plagiarism check, all that sort of stuff. But it's making up some really great ideas. Or they might modify them, or they might hit submit again. Let's see what it came up with this time. "Dear Dad, I overheard you say you wanted to live life on the edge. Does that mean sitting in a recliner closest to the window? From your favorite." Could be a birthday present. "Dear Dad, I remember when I was little and thought your jokes were hilarious. Now I know where my bad sense of humour comes from. Thanks. Love, your favourite." Let's see. "Dear Dad, if laughter is the best medicine and your dad jokes are contagious, does that make you a doctor?" Nah, that's not that great. "Dear Dad, I think we can both agree that it's great you became a parent instead of pursuing stand-up comedy as a career choice. You're welcome. Love, your favourite. Dear Dad, congrats on mastering how to turn one simple story into an hour-long lecture with just a sprinkle of life lessons thrown in. Keep it up. Love, always, your favourite." I mean, these are great, but you can just hit submit again and get more. Every time I hit submit, at least one of them turns out to be pretty good. And we've got phrase ideas, funny sayings. What if they were doing stuff for, say, an accountant? Like, let's say a wife's buying an accountant a funny anniversary present or birthday present or something. Then what might it say as a phrase that's a little bit different than a funny message? That's what the other style was. Just want to show you, like, just how game-changing this stuff is. And by the way, this is not ChatGPT with a singular prompt or something like that. There are a lot of prompts. It is GPT-4. There are a lot of prompts baked in that get cycled differently, so there's variety. It's not the same prompt. Each user is going to get a different... Not that you see the prompt, but they're getting a different prompt anyway, and it includes training anyway inside of that. So there's a little bit of... this is customized as a model. You can't just get this out of GPT anyway. But even if they did, not the average person even necessarily uses GPT right now as it is. But these are well-trained instances anyway, what we've created here. And like I say, they're not all one anyway. That's not just one thing going behind it. It's actually being cycled through a lot of different variants anyway. It's not fill in the blanks either. It is literally just coming up with ideas. So here's a top selling phrase. It already is selling. Okay, "I'm an accountant. To save time, let's just assume I'm always right." So it's come up with its own unique suggestions. It's got the word count in here. It doesn't always show the word count. Sometimes it does, because in this particular case, we were trying to get it to make sure that at least two out of the three phrases were, say, 6 words or less, or something like that. Then that's why it showed the number of words there. So, like, "Trust me, I'm an accountant. Accountants do it with precision, balancing life one sheet at a time." They're all right, but if you go through and you work it, you probably find one or two of these are good, and if not, you just hit reset again. And these designs don't cost anything to put out there. If debit's on the left, credit's on the right, if that for some reason doesn't sell well, doesn't matter. Rachel has over 5,000 of her designs that have made sales in the past year, but she has over 20,000 out there. They take 5 minutes each, so we're talking about like that would have taken her quite a while to put them all together, but not every student's going to start out with 5,000 designs and be making millions of dollars straight away. But let's do the math on that. Let's say they took 10 minutes each. I'll just over-exaggerate. So you've got 20,000 designs she's got there. If you wanted to reach her level, then that's 6 to an hour. So I'll divide that by 6. That's that many hours. Divide that by 40 hours to a week. You're talking 83 weeks. So it would take you full-time 83 weeks to reach exactly where Rachel is at, and she's been doing this for 6 years. And you know, as you scale, you hire somebody and all of that sort of stuff, hire someone in the Philippines to be doing some stuff for you. So, you know, it's actually not that much time in the scheme of things, but some of the students have been able to achieve 6 figures in their very first year. Some of them have been able to just achieve a little side hustle for themselves, and not everyone has to have 20,000 products. That's the extreme. If you wanted to be like, right, I want to make, you know, like Rachel, like even on, I think Amazon alone, she does 400 and something thousand a year, and that's not even adding in Etsy and other sources of revenue. So, you know, that's that's pretty amazing. And anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the stuff so you can get excited about promoting this and have an idea about what's being promoted here. It should be a massive game changer for everybody. I think you're going to like this. I'm getting an extra staff member on board just to implement this myself. I like this model. I like the idea of just getting more and more of these kind of fast products out there, and they get printed on demand. So anyway, that's it from me. I should also say, and we've added to this, you know, tools and training on how to do other stuff beyond what she used to teach as well. So as a bonus, you know, they're also learning how to, say, sell their own vector arts on Etsy, say, you know, because you can take a Mid-Journey image and you can actually turn it into a vector image. So, you know, it's just quite amazing. Or sell your own colouring in books and other items. So there's a lot of other scope, you know, sell your own printed stickers and other things that are doing very well for sellers out there as well. So it just opens the scope and broadens the range even further. So anyway, that's it for this video, and I look forward to having you guys on board and promoting this amazing program. All right, bye for now.